Hello everyone. Today we are learning about hypertension. It is defined as a condition in which blood pressure is elevated to an extent where benefit is obtained from blood pressure lowering. There is no clear out blood pressure threshold separating normal from hyper individuals. It is also defined by persistent elevation of arterial blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure values greater than or equal to 140 mm per Hg. Diastolic blood pressure values less than or equal to 90 mm Hg. World Health Organization identified hypertension as one of the most important preventable cause of premature mortality in developed and developing countries. Hypertension may lead to myocardial infarction, stroke, and renal failure. While coming to epidemiology of hypertension, as of 2000, nearly 1 billion people in adult population of the world had hypertension. Etiology. There are two types of hypertensions. They are primary hypertension. It is also called as an essential hypertension, and the second one is secondary hypertension. While coming to the first one, primary hypertension. In 90 to 95% of hypertension, there is no underlying medical illness to cause high BP. The etiology is unknown. It is also called as an essential hypertension. And the second one is the secondary hypertension. There are some diseases which produce secondary hypertension like renal diseases and hyperparathyroidism. It is caused by some other factors like smoking and alcohol and hormonal imbalance. While coming to the symptoms, patients with uncomplicated primary hypertension are usually asymptomatic initially. If a person is suffering from hypertension, they have symptoms like headache, nausea, vomiting, confusion, and the nosebleed indicates a severe hypertension called malignant hypertension. And diagnosis, it is diagnosed by using sphygmomanometer. The diagnosis of hypertension should be based on average of two or more readings. While coming to the treatment, hypertension can be treated by two ways. One is a non-pharmacological treatment and the second one is pharmacological treatment. First one is the non-pharmacological treatment. In this way, without using medicines, by changing our sedentary lifestyle, we can reduce the hypertension. Like by taking less amount of salt, stop smoking and alcohol, stop taking fat contents, take more amount of vegetables, fruits and fibers, do exercises and maintain a healthy body weight. While coming to pharmacological treatment, here we will take the medicines like diuretics, for example, um, drugs like hydrochlorothiazide and bendroflumethiazide. For the mechanism of action is these drugs will remove the sodium and water through urine. And second drug is the beta antagonistic or beta blockers. Examples are atenolol, metoprolol, propranolol. For the mechanism of action is they tend to constrict coronary arteries. ACE inhibitors, enalapril, lisinopril, captopril. And the mechanism of action is they block the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. Angiotensin receptor blockers, losartan. It blocks the action of angiotensin 2. Calcium channel blockers. Examples are nifedipine, amlodipine, verapamil, diltiazem. Mechanism of action is they block slow calcium channels in the peripheral blood vessels or the heart. While coming to other drugs are um, lipid lowering agents, the drugs like atorvastatin. It is an anti-hyperlipidemic drug which is used to reduce the lipids in the body. While coming to the next one is the methyl-dopa. It inhibits the sympathetic outflow from the brain, resulting in the reduction in total peripheral resistance. And it is not widely used because it has pronounced central adverse effects including tiredness and depression. It continues to be used in the pregnancy since it has a very good safety records. Minoxidil. It is a powerful antihypertensive drug, but its use is associated with severe peripheral edema and reflex tachycardia. It should be restricted to the patients with severe hypertension who are also taking beta blockers and diuretics. Alpha 1 blockers. Drugs like tirazosin, prazosin, doxazosin, they inhibits the catecholamine uptake in smooth muscle cells of peripheral vasculature, resulting in the vasodilation. Thank you.